Did you know that Vikings were not just brutal warriors, but also incredible inventors? While many people picture them as ruthless raiders, the truth is that Vikings created technology and ideas that are still shocking us today. From life-changing tools to groundbreaking ship designs, their innovations continue to shape the world. Some of their inventions were so ahead of their time that we still use them in different forms today. And trust me, number 7 on this list will blow your mind. Most of what we know about Vikings comes from myths and legends, but the real history behind their creations is even more fascinating. These warriors were also master builders, skilled engineers, and brilliant problem solvers. So stay with us as we dive deep into the most surprising Viking inventions that change history and still impact our lives today. 1. The longship, a game-changer in naval warfare. The Viking longship is one of the most well-known symbols of their civilization. But what makes it so special? Unlike other ships of their time, Viking longships were fast, flexible, and designed to travel in both deep and shallow waters. This allowed Vikings to explore, trade, and raid in places no one else could reach. These ships had a lightweight yet strong design, making them easy to carry over land. The secret? A flexible wooden frame and overlapping planks, which made the ships both durable and speedy. The influence of this design can still be seen in modern naval engineering. 2. The Ulfbert sword, a mysterious weapon. The Ulfbert sword was unlike any other weapon of its time. Made from high-quality steel, it was stronger and sharper than most medieval swords. What's shocking is that the technology used to make these swords wouldn't be seen in Europe again until the Industrial Revolution. Almost 800 years later, Vikings used a technique called crucible steelmaking, which required extreme temperatures to produce pure, strong metal. How they learned this method remains a mystery, but these swords were so advanced that they almost seem magical. Even modern blacksmiths are amazed by their quality. 3. The Viking compass, the sunstone. Imagine navigating across the ocean without GPS, maps, or even a compass. The Vikings mastered this with the help of the sunstone. This crystal allowed them to locate the sun's position even on cloudy days, making long sea journeys possible. Scientists believe that the sunstone worked by filtering light in a way that revealed the sun's exact location. Modern experiments have confirmed that this method is incredibly accurate. Without this invention, the Vikings wouldn't have been able to explore distant lands like North America centuries before Columbus. 4. The first known skiers. Believe it or not, Vikings didn't just use boats to get around, they also had skis. In fact, skiing was such a big part of Viking life that Norse gods were even depicted using skis in ancient stories. Vikings used wooden skis to travel quickly over snow-covered landscapes, whether for hunting, transportation, or even fun. The design of modern skis is directly influenced by Viking techniques, proving that they were ahead of their time when it came to winter sports. 5. The Viking loom, revolutionizing clothing. The Vikings were not just skilled warriors. They were also expert weavers. They invented the vertical loom, which made it easier to create strong, warm clothing. Unlike earlier looms, this design allowed for better control over patterns and materials. The woolen garments Vikings made were incredibly durable and warm, which was essential for surviving the harsh Scandinavian winters. Today, many textile techniques still rely on the methods Vikings pioneered centuries ago. 6. The first iron clamps for building stronger houses. Viking houses were built to last. One of their secret techniques? Iron clamps. Instead of relying on simple wooden joints, they used iron nails and clamps to reinforce their structures. This made their buildings strong enough to withstand storms and even Viking battles. Many Viking homes have survived for centuries, proving how effective their construction techniques were. Modern architecture still uses similar iron reinforcement methods to ensure durability. 7. The world's first bankruptcy laws. Here's something truly surprising. Vikings had one of the earliest bankruptcy systems in history. If a Viking couldn't pay their debts, they had legal ways to settle them without resorting to violence. They could declare themselves bankrupt and agree to work off their debt rather than facing punishment. This kind of financial system was incredibly advanced for its time and helped keep Viking societies running smoothly. Many of today's financial laws have roots in systems like this, showing how forward-thinking the Vikings really were. 8. Viking ship burial, a unique funeral tradition. Vikings believed that great warriors deserved an equally great farewell. They invented ship burials, where the dead were placed in boats along with their belongings, then set on fire or buried under the earth. This practice symbolized their journey to the afterlife. Archaeologists have discovered Viking burial ships in perfect condition, proving how much effort they put into honoring their dead. The idea of grand burials has influenced cultures worldwide, and elements of Viking funeral traditions are still practiced today. The Vikings were far more than just fierce warriors and raiders. They were brilliant innovators who left a lasting impact on the world. While they are often remembered for their battles and conquests, their contributions to technology, engineering, and society prove that they were far ahead of their time. Their incredible inventions, many of which are still in use today, show us that they were problem solvers, pioneers, and forward thinkers who pushed the limits of what was possible. One of the greatest Viking achievements was their mastery of shipbuilding. The longship, with its sleek and lightweight design, revolutionized naval travel and allowed them to explore vast territories from North America to the Middle East. Without this breakthrough, their legendary expeditions would not have been possible. Today, shipbuilders still admire Viking craftsmanship, and their methods have influenced modern naval engineering. Their expertise in metallurgy was also astonishing. The Ulfbert sword was centuries ahead of its time, crafted from high-carbon steel so strong that it wouldn't be matched in Europe until the Industrial Revolution. How the Vikings developed this technique remains a mystery, but it proves that they were skilled craftsmen who understood advanced metalworking techniques long before the rest of the world caught up. And then there's the Viking Sunstone, a simple yet groundbreaking navigational tool. Long before compasses were widely used, the Vikings discovered how to navigate the open seas using light polarizing crystals that allowed them to find the sun's position even on cloudy days. This ingenious invention enabled them to travel further and with greater accuracy than any other seafarers of their time. But the Vikings weren't just great explorers and engineers. They also had an advanced approach to society and economics. One of the most surprising Viking contributions was their early form of bankruptcy laws. Unlike many other ancient civilizations that punished debtors harshly, the Vikings allowed individuals to declare bankruptcy and work off their debts instead of facing severe penalties. This system laid the groundwork for many financial laws still in place today. Their textile innovations were equally impressive. Viking women played a crucial role in society by creating high-quality woolen clothing that was both warm and durable, essential for surviving the brutal Scandinavian winters. The vertical loom they used allowed for faster and more efficient weaving, influencing textile production for centuries to come. Even in death, the Vikings found ways to leave a mark on history. Their elaborate ship burials were not just grand displays of wealth and power, but also deeply symbolic rituals that honored their dead in a way that still fascinates historians and archaeologists. Elements of Viking funeral traditions have persisted in folklore, literature, and even modern storytelling. So, what can we learn from the Vikings? Above all, they teach us the value of innovation, adaptability, and exploration. They were not afraid to challenge the status quo, experiment with new techniques, and push beyond the limits of their time. Their ability to think outside the box allowed them to create tools, technologies, and systems that are still relevant today. Their legacy is more than just battles and conquests. It's a testament to human ingenuity. The spirit of the Vikings lives on in the ships we sail, the tools we use, and the financial systems that govern our world. They were true visionaries who proved that intelligence, craftsmanship, and boldness can shape the future. Which Viking invention amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey into Viking history, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible discoveries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.